because it caused issues yesterday. So we're live.
Give me just a sec. Let me get shared real quick.
Yep. Signal source we had for GoPros, don't use it. I don't
Gotcha.
think.
Good afternoon, all. Mike Moss here, coming to you live from Doc Penny's. About to get a match going in just a few minutes. Appreciate you guys jumping in with us today. Did get this match started. We said 3:30. We're a few minutes late, but we're got it going. As you can see on the screen, Mr. Falco, which is like number 5 Falco, John Falco, versus the Billiards Camera's own Andy Moss. We are doing 10 ball today, a race to 11. 10 ball on the break. Will spot. Push outs, of course, allowed. 10 ball option, which is if you pocket a ball that you did not call. Other player has the option to shoot or give it back. Anybody out there listening, I would appreciate letting me know how the volume is. And we are underway. Basically, we can call this, I believe, sponsored by your local APA league versus the Billiards Camera. A couple companies represented in this match. Elected to go for the hit there instead of a push out. I'm not sure what was. Two matches scheduled today here at Doc Penny's. About 6 o'clock, we're going to do another skill level 3 challenge. Penny Patterson of Doc Penny's, of course, versus Diane Munkus. Been a fun weekend of showdowns here at Doc Penny's. Since we're not open yet, we decided to do something to create a little bit of interest, give our players an opportunity to play. We're looking to open on February 17th. Been waiting on that beer and wine license. It has finally happened, we hope. Crossing our fingers. Once again, playing 10 ball today. For those of you not familiar with 10 ball, played like 9 ball, you do shoot the balls in order. The biggest difference in 10 ball is that you must call ball and pocket on every shot. So no slop shots count like they do in 9 ball. And of course that means you do have to call the 10 as well. Another rule change in 10 ball is that you can only call 1 ball per shot. You can't be shooting and going, oh, let me call the 10 ball down here just in case. So 1 ball per shot can be called. Right off the bat, Andy Moss got a nice little run out going after he received ball in hand. Probably a little bit more angle than he wanted, but very doable. With that kind of angle, the cue ball should carry him around off the right edge, right end table, right end rail, side end rail, get down there on the 10 for either pocket, depending on where the cue ball ends up. Looks like it's fantastic speed. And we're having some feed issues. I'm going to work on that real quick. Hang on. Came back. Not real sure what's happening with the distortion here. Video feed. We've got gremlins in the room apparently. This is just my way of stopping Andy's run here. That's better. Yes. It's perfect now. All right. Nice little fix there. Quick fix. So we appreciate that. We'll get back to the music and get back to the play here. Andy up 1-0 in this race to 11. Once again, 10 on the break will not count. It will spot. You will continue to shoot. Dry break there. The John Falco up to play now. A little inside English to keep that cue ball from going back and scratching in the top side pocket. Nice job. Speed real good to get on the 2 ball here. 2 to the 3. The 3 is on the bottom right of that cluster of balls. 2 is that top ball. So we'll do a lot of top English here to try to force his way into some sort of shape on that 3 ball. Executed nicely. Knocked the 3 offline a little bit, but at least he can see it now. Probably the bank. I'm not sure if the cut is there. I've got a bad angle at this, but may just be electing to play a little defense here. Looks like he's going put that cue ball right behind the cluster. Nice job. Jump shots are allowed here. I'll be curious to see if either of these players attempt any jumps today. It does look like he's looking at all his kick options. Did not call a pocket, just trying to get contact. Going to need a little bit of left English, I think, here to straighten this up. Very good try. Probably needed to go up rail a little bit with a little bit more left English. But it was a good effort. All right. Just getting past the 5 ball to have a shot at the 4 here. Doesn't look like he's got a lane, great lane to get the 5 in the bottom left corner. So interesting to see what he'll do to try to get some shape here on this 5 ball. Of course, he can hit it, but it's going to have to be an extreme cut to either corner. Once again, I always think defense first, so looks like a pretty easy little defense. Bank the 5 back up table. Put the cue ball behind that cluster of the 6, 8, and 10 ball. Or vice versa. Did go for the make. Nice little cut shot. Just came up short. Good effort though. Did get rewarded with the leave. Once again, we are coming to you from Doc Penny's Pool Hall, Hot Springs, Arkansas. Looking to open on February 17th. We do have 10 Valley tables in here right now, looking to get diamonds in 4 to 6 months. Enjoying the big pockets of the valleys for now. Kick attempt, little 2-rail kick, just a little bit short on that second diamond, on that second rail. Problem with this rack right now is that 8 and 10 ball. There's only one place to get on that 8 ball. Kind of where that cue ball is now would have a shot on that 8, but we got to go 5 to the 6, no problem. 6 to the 7, no problem. But at 7 to get perfect shape on the 8 might be difficult. So we'll see if he's going to elect to play, try to run it out. At this point, probably not. Play a little defense, nudge out the 8. Called the 6 ball on this 1-rail bank back here in the side pocket. Short on the bank. Looks like it is cuttable into the side pocket for Andy Moss. First of 2 matches today. Got another match scheduled tonight about 6 o'clock. Between a couple skill level 3s, Penny Patterson and Diane Munkus. Obviously inspired by last night's match between Courtney Remsing and Kelly Sluter. A couple 3s played last night and both played very well. Attempting the defense there, I think. Broke out that 8-10, but unfortunately left a, looks to be a pretty straight 6-8 combo. A makeable shot, but you got to think where's the cue ball going to go and where's the 6 going to go on this shot. And unfortunately not great. 6-10 combo available, 6 bank in that bottom left corner available. Let's see how aggressive Mr. Falco would like to be here. Going for the bank. I am monitoring the Facebook feed. If anybody has any questions or comments, I will be responding to those today. We ask that you would, if you don't mind, please share the feed onto your live feed. We can get some more people watching our live streams. 1-rail bank, a little bit long as well. We appreciate both John and Andy jumping in here kind of last minute. This match didn't get set up till about 12 o'clock today, but both willing to come down and put their efforts out to the world. Nice little cut. Needs a little bit more roll to get this 7 in the side. Comes up a little short, so may have to switch to that bottom left corner pocket. Probably a little touch of low English here to keep the cue ball from scratching in the side pocket. Oh, if I have to go a little top, that worked as well. Probably would have liked that a little bit harder to not have a full length shot here, but I expect Mr. Falco to make it. And a nice little 3-ball out there from Mr. Falco. Makes the score 1-1 in this race to 11. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a zoomed in shot here, see if that's easier to see the balls. Not a bad angle at all when we don't have the scorers up there, so we might try to keep you a little closer to the action here. The ball looked like it was maybe headed towards that corner pocket. Got kicked out of the way. One ball tried to sneak in. Close to your work, but it looks like this will cut in. 2-ball looks to be open down here with a couple pockets available to him. So Andy's going to jack up here a little, try to get the cue ball down table closer to that 2. Probably would have preferred to be to the right or bottom end of the 2 to have pockets, but I don't know if the back cut is available here, but it doesn't look like that bottom right pocket is going to have any help. That cluster of the 4, 6, and 9 looks like we're going for a 2-ball combo here. 2 into the 4. Got it going the right direction, of course. Now, the table layout, the problem ball that I see is the 7, which is just a little below and to the right of the 10 ball. If it squeezes by the 10 and goes in that bottom left corner, of course that 5 will be cleared out by then. So that looks to be really the only trouble ball, even though John doesn't have a great pocket to shoot out here on the first shot. He did call the 5, I do believe. Still shooting, so yes. A little thin cut on the 2. The problem with this is that the cue ball runs all the way up table. So maybe, I think I might have heard him say the 7 ball. I'm going to try the cue ball, carry him off the 2. 10-7 in the side. Very good effort. Got a nice reward out of it as well, as that 2 ball snuggled up behind the 3. Cue ball up table. Obviously going to have to be a kick attempt here from Andy. We are doing a race to 11, playing 10 ball. I'm not sure. I see the discussion between Andy and John, but I can't tell what the conversation was. So don't know if he just said I'm going for the hit or watch the hit, but regardless, nothing was hit. So ball in hand. So we've got this zoomed in angle, and we can back out a little bit. I'm not sure which you guys prefer. I don't think anybody has any desire to see faces and legs involved in all this of these two particular players. So I think I'm gonna leave it zoomed in here. All right, 2-ball. Next up on the table will be the 6-ball. Little top left, let it roll up there and try to get behind the 6 to leave for a shot down table. Very nice execution. That's 2 options. I think he pointed to the side pocket here. That leaves him the better angle on the 7 if he does pocket this. Went all the way down. And getting another nice leave. Andy can see a piece of this one. I think this is just a little soft touch defensive shot. 6 hits this bottom rail, goes up towards that right pocket real soft. Try to leave the 1-ball hidden, the cue ball hidden behind the 9. Boy, is it a lot of red English on this, and looked like he didn't make contact. I saw extreme right English there, and a lot of times that English will catch, but before it's going to hit the object ball that you're going after, and will actually do a mini masse and get you offline. So that's why it wasn't his aim point that caused him to miss that 6. I'm pretty sure it was the English. Six, 9. 6 was obviously impeded by the 9-ball on there, so he tried something different. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This should be an out here for Andy. Little stop shot. He wants to probably go forward now with a little bit of left English. Watch the left English catch off of that top rail. Leave him the 8-ball in the side. He elected to just shoot a stop shot, shoot this 8-ball all the way down. A little backup should leave him straight in on the 9, and pocket speed on the 9 leaves that 10-ball in this bottom right corner. Little bit of an angle here. Yep. Didn't want the angle, probably wanted to be straight in there. When I see the angle, I maybe go ahead and hit a lot of low, try to get around the 10 and make the 10 in the same pocket. But now he's got a shot all the way down table and dead centered it. Good out there from Andy. Not the intentional plan by any means, but did get out. Andy Moss up 2-1 over the Mr. Falco, the John Falco. He keeps calling himself the number 1 Falco, but I think only 2 people agree with that. That would be him and his wife. The rest of us rank him down 4 or 5 of all the Falcos we know. Andy asked after the shot. Push out, right? No, unfortunately, it wasn't. Just nice leave here. Going to call the 5, so he's going to do 1 rail kick, 1 into the, appears to be the 4 ball. 1, 4, 5 looks wired. Well, yeah, if you can get a good hit on that 1, that 5 is a good call here. So 1 rail kick, any hit on the 1 pushes that ball towards it, and a good effort. Probably hit it a little thinner than he wanted to, so it didn't quite have the speed. A little fuller contact on the 1 would have provided a better chance at that. But a good hit regardless. Calling the 1 ball. Off the rail, off the 5, into the corner. Nice shot. Gets the breakout and shape on the 2. Well executed there by Mr. Falco. I see that we do have some watchers. You guys just want to pop in and say hello. Appreciate it. You got any questions, comments? We're always happy to get our feedback. Nice little follow shot with some top left. Get this cue ball back out. 4 ball is cuttable in the corner. Difficulty there is holding the shape on the 5, so I expect to see him try to draw this cue ball into the 5. Try to hold some sort of shape. See what happens after contact. Did get the action on the 5. And did not get much love. Well, there may be a cut into that top right corner. He can get through that 6-9 and can hit the 5. I don't know if he's got enough to see the perfect cut. Hello, Tony Burkett. Appreciate you popping in and saying hello. Tony, I'm sure you've got a long list of people that you would enjoy playing in a situation like this, and I think the list to play you would probably be even longer. Missed there by John, and unfortunately that 5 rolls right in front of the 10, so I'm sure we're going to see a 10 ball combo effort here. 10 ball in the bottom left corner. The only thing bad that I could see that could happen here is the cue ball caroling off the 8, caroling off the 6, down into this bottom right corner. So just a little bit cue ball control here. Good effort on the combo. Cue ball was nice and safe. Race to 11, 10 ball from John Falco and Andy Moss. Have a second match scheduled tonight, 6 o'clock. About will be the start time between Diane Munkus, who is already in the room, getting her practice on, versus Doc Penny's own Penny Patterson. Not sure. He may have called the 10 ball here. There was some conversation. Yep, okay. I think the conversation was, if I make this 5 and call it, can I also call the 10? And of course you cannot. So John elected to go ahead and just call the 5, and he made it. Putting a lot of right English on this to try to, oh, no, electing to try to tie up the 6. That's a smart little shot. When you can't get it, make it more difficult for the guy that's about to get ball in hand. I think Mr. Falco's gained a few IQ points on the pool table since I played him last. Hope he listens to this later. Called 10 ball. Cue ball carry him off the 6. Yep. Tough little shot. Had to be a little thinner, but I kind of like the effort. Now all balls seem to be in the clear. It's about getting shape. 6 ball to this bottom rail, back out, leaves the 7 in the bottom left corner. That may have been the fact that cue ball was on the rail. Makes it a little bit more difficult to hit the line exactly that you want. Back cut on the 6 ball into the top left corner. Gets the cue ball going where you need to. I think it's a little bit of a speed issue. You kind of want to just almost a little slow pocket speed. Cue ball went exactly where he wanted, just didn't make the ball. Just trying to get the cue ball out from the 9. Not quite hard enough. Gonna have to play this one off the bottom rail. Little 1 rail kick, slide down that rail. A lot of right English here to help the cue ball straighten up. Got a good hit on the 7, just didn't quite go in. Good effort. Once again, cue ball on the rail. Got the 7 all the way down. Cut it down. In defense. Little bit of. One rail kick for the 8. It's a little short. May hit it coming back, but not going to have enough to get to a rail. All right, ball in hand. 3 balls on the pocket. You certainly expect, even as the shooter, I'm not saying I expect it, the shooter, Andy, at the moment, expects to be able to get out here. Just got to use all your options to figure out where to start. There's that 3 ball out that we expected. Makes the score 3-1 Andy Moss. Tony, maybe. Maybe. Me too. Three to one in this race to 11. John Falco versus Andy Moss. Andy does have the 3-1 lead. Nice way to spend a Sunday afternoon watching some hopefully quality play. That was a quality shot. Cut the one ball about 88 degrees, look like. Unfortunately, did not get shape on the two here. 2-3 had a chance. I'm not sure if he called it or not. Tony, we are working on next week's potential schedule. Andy and I will be talking more this evening and tomorrow. But I don't want to say anything because I don't know what his schedule is like. Nice bank shot there on the side. But it's possible that we're going to set up some times. We can't do next Sunday because we will have APA League going on in here on Sunday. I guess technically we could, but hopefully we can find Friday night, a couple matches Saturday available. Just got to see what Andy's schedule is. But love to have you, Tony, come play. Oh, good try on the 3-10 combo there. Tony, I will definitely keep you posted. Just overcut that 3. Man, may not have had the 4 anyway. So now looks like he's trying to back cut this 3. Get the cue ball back all the way up table on this 4 in the top right corner. Nice shot. Needs a little bit of speed here to get the angle on a 4. Didn't quite get there. Unless I colorblind again and can't see what the correct ball is. Does look like he's looking at the kick here, so I believe that 4 ball is the top right ball. Speed, real important here. You don't want to make this and have the cue ball go down table a little bit and get behind the 6 to keep you from making the 5. And once again, a little bit long on the kick. Four and 5 and 6 all on this end of the table, so I expect to see stop shot here. Drew it back a little farther than he wanted, but that actually helps so he can get out mid-table to make the 6. 7 ball can go on the side or go on that top left corner, so how he chooses to play the shape on the 6 will determine which ball we think he's going after. Gonna have to go a little forward with this if he wants the 7 in the top left corner. If we see a power draw, he's playing the 7 in the side. So he went forward with it. Nice shot. Cheated the pocket a little there to take away the potential follow scratch. Let the cue ball to come down to this bottom side. Drift this way, leaving him a great shot on the 8. Once again, he's got this 9 ball with 2 pockets. It goes in the bottom right corner. It does look like it goes on the side. Just what he feels comfortable with, how to do a little bit of magic here on the lead. Very nice. Top right to get on this side. I expect the 9 to go in the side pocket now. Do you hit this real soft and try to hold shape on the 10, or do you hit it a little hard and go down table and back up table to get you the angle? And gearing up for it, I expect to see a harder shot here. It's a little speed to give him some angle, and looks to be enough angle. Nice out there from Mr. John Falco. As long as I don't jinx the man, and apparently I did not. He's got his earphones in so he can't hear me, so the jinx doesn't count if he can't hear me, right? That makes the score Andy 3, Mr. Falco 2 in this race to 11 10 ball. Unlucky kick on the cue ball to knock it in. It was sitting pretty nice and still and at the mercy of that ball moving around table to knock it in. Looking to see if every ball has a pocket, and it seems to. Oh, no it doesn't. This one ball is not easy right off the bat, even with ball in hand. May be forced to shoot a combo here. 1-6 combo has been the call. You hate to try to squeeze the cue ball in between the rail and the one ball to shoot up one of the pockets on the top side of the table. That looked like he hit that well. One ball, the ball he's shooting, he's got to consider that the cue ball is going to nudge this 3 probably towards the top right pocket. Oh, had enough angle to just draw it back nice and safe. 3 in the same pocket. Cheat the pocket a little. Cue ball go to the right rail. Come back towards the 2, trying to shorten your distance on the next shot a little bit. And once again, Andy and I think totally different. Five does go to the top right pocket there. I'm sorry, top left. Which he may have to shoot here. Didn't think he could get the cue ball out to shoot the 5 in the same pocket that the 4 was made. Sure do miss Austin Greco not being here today. Jumps in on these broadcasts with us and able to provide some witty banter. I'm sure me talking is not a whole lot of fun for everybody, but you know, I'm bored. Looks like we're going to have to go rail first on this 5 ball. Very close. Got a good leave out of it. One rail kick is there. Obviously the cue ball to the left of the 8. He's going to call the 5 in the bottom right corner. You could also call this in the bottom side pocket as well, but I expect to see it moving that way. Didn't, probably not with the carom off the 7, but it did help. I'm not sure if anything was called here. Bank it back into the corner where he's at. Carry him and make that ball there, but both of them were close, so I'm not sure his intention. Did make the 7 ball a little bit easier to make, though. So Andy may just be thinking just make here and take what you're left with and hope to be able to cut the 7 in that corner pocket. But this is not an easy shot right off the bat. Did make it. This one may be just as tough. It's not sitting in the jaws of the pocket. He's got a little bit of the end rail to deal with here, so does have to cut this pretty severe. And nicely done. Obviously got to get the cue ball backup table on the 9. A couple ways to do this. Draw it into that top rail, or force a lot of top left English. Have the cue ball go 3 rails. Drew it into the rail nicely. Flirted with the side pocket on the scratch there a little, but stroked it nice. Yeah, it was a little miscue. I heard him say. Thought it might have been. Sounded a little funny and surely didn't have the speed that he wanted, so little miscue. Give John here a chance to try to tie this match up at 3. Currently Andy up 3-2 in the race to 11. Looks like a little power draw coming here to try to get better angle on the 7. Just kind of spun out on him. I'm going to call that top left pocket. Going to cut it towards his right. Scratch is not in play here. Just about execution. Just a little bit of an overcut. Had a chance there to tie up the match. No, he didn't. I even commented on it. And that puts Andy Moss up in this race to 11. Well, 4-2. Yeah, John even after that took his earbuds out and said, boy, I didn't give myself the best chance. Yeah, it looked like that cue ball kind of stunned instead of taking and trying to draw back table. But it's a shot that we all shoot and have to shoot that cut straight down the table that we're probably supposed to make. Ten balls the game. I really think this is my favorite game to play. Takes away the slop. You know, it's not that I don't mind my opponents slopping in balls. It's I hate. Don't look at me, Andy. To finish my thought there, it's just that I feel a little guilty when I slop something in. Dry break. One does cut in the side pocket. Pretty good shot there. Even if it doesn't go, probably not going to leave your opponent the best of shots. And if it does go, you've got the 2 all the way down the table. So good effort there. I like the thought, not killing that. We are playing today from Doc Penny's Billiards here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. A new pool room opening up February 17th. Should be our grand opening weekend. Still waiting on a few things from the state of Arkansas, but everything seems to be in line, so we hope to start posting that grand opening festivities here very soon. Not a lot here. I don't believe that 2-ball cuts back into the side pocket, so he is calling the 6-ball. Oh, he's going to do the carom. 2-ball off the 2. 2-ball's going to go towards that top left pocket and try to nudge the 6 in. Good effort. Didn't happen. And looks like there's a window on the 2-ball on the side. And he's going to have to deal with that 6-ball a little bit. Going to have to bridge over a ball. Means you have to elevate the back end of your cue. So you have to hit these really perfect to hold your line. And it looks like you did. A little nudge on the 3 leaves him the 3 in the top side pocket. Problem is getting shape on that 4-ball down amongst real close to that 10-ball. He just chose to make it and hope to see a little angle. So the 4 could be called here. The 10-ball could be called. They're on the cue ball off the 4. 10-ball in the bottom left pocket. 4-ball on top left pocket. Like he's calling the 10. Got to catch this 4-ball real thin. Oh, he couldn't see any of it. Okay. Never mind. Obviously we're not exactly over the top of the table, so my angles are a little distorted here on the video. Nice little fall there to get yourself the angle on the 5. Like this cue ball to drift up towards the top rail to get you your angle on the 6. Alright, the 7-ball goes into every pocket except the bottom side pocket. So a lot of options here. I'm trying to get shape. One of those deals again. I think you're thinking about where do I want to be on the ball and forget to make the ball you're shooting. Current score 4-2 in this race to 11. So Andy's over here looking at the 7-ball, looking at the angle he would like to be able to make it into the bottom left pocket. So now he'll make the 6, try to get the cue ball somewhere up there close to the 9 where he's trying to leave this cue ball. Give him an angle on the 7. Top English to the in rail. And he got up there pretty close to where he wanted. Maybe a little bit far, but the shot is still there. I think that's 3 shots we've seen Andy kind of slow roll, trying to cut. Just like everyone else, myself included, prefer to go ahead and hit the ball well. Nice bank for John. Leave a long cross table. Not quite straight in. Probably happy. Just make the 8. Leave yourself a long shot on the 9. Don't try to do too much here. Hit that well. Hit it well. But again, you're going to have to do something with this shape. You're going to have to power draw or a lot of top and go to the right in rail and come all the way back. Makes this and gets shape. It tells you he's feeling well. Feeling pretty good, I would say. Unfortunately, he got a little bit more of it than he wanted. Hit it good, though. That's 2 back-to-back really nice shots there from John Falco. Got a cut in the corner, got a bank, got a cut in the side. Looks like we're going for the bank. And he learned from his previous mistakes of being short. Adjusted nicely to make that bank. That's 3 pretty nice shots there from John Falco. Just what I was saying. That's 3 pretty good shots. He's kind of jawing on himself now. He knows he didn't have to. If he'd ever left himself where he wanted to be, he didn't have to make those 3 difficult shots. But hey, he executed, got out. Wasn't the ideal plan, but sure did look good. Messing it up the entire time. Race to 11. Andy up 4-3. I still like this zoomed in picture rather than the. If you guys prefer otherwise, let me know. Boy, there was a loud noise after that. I think that was a foot stomp. Trying to get all his action on the cue ball that he could. Nothing falls. And he can see the 1 ball. Looks like just a straight bank back into this bottom side pocket. Or play defense. Did touch the pocket. Not sure. Makes this. Will have a great shot on the 2. Did make it. And he just wants to be able to see the 2. Looks like he can. Looks like it does cut in the corner. Three ball on the same side of the table, so I expect to see this be a slow roll. And we've seen him miss a few of these slow rolls if he's adjusted. Called the combo. Nicely done. Looks like the 3 does go between the rail and the 8 ball here. 3 ball, 5 ball, 6, 8 is the treble left on this table. And these are those 2 balls that he's about to pocket the 3 past. Looks like it's going to have to be a 6-8 combo at this point. Just make the 5 and leave yourself some sort of shot on the 6. Not a whole lot to do to get up there, but of course, going to mess it up. Replace the 6 with the 5 and leave John hooked. Well executed there from Andy, even though that wasn't the intention. Don't think he can see it, so we're going to have to look at a 1 rail kick here. He did call the 8. Obviously, the 5-8 combo could go. Going to have to be hit pretty perfect. I think the side pocket's in his way where he wants to hit. Oh, almost made the shot. Actually, the cue ball went 2 rails, caromed off the 5, and almost made the 8 ball. Which he did call. While he's looking, remind you we're playing today from Doc Penny's Billiards, Hot Springs, Arkansas. Doing a 10-ball race today. Race to 11. He did call the 5-ball in that top right corner pocket. Golly, that looks like an 89-degree cut here, doesn't it? Yeah, I just didn't think that was cuttable. And again, all I'm going off of is the angle of the camera here. I am 2 or 3 tables away from the table as to try not to bug them too much with the commentary. Nice job to force that cue ball into that top rail to get a little 3-ball carry to try to give him some shape on the 6. Gotta hit this one. Cue ball down to this bottom rail and back up to try to get better shape on the 7, which he does nicely. And once again, John just keep looking at tough shots here. Just can't get started on shape. 8-ball all the way down here at this end of the table to the right. So power draw expected here. A little bit more would have been nice, but certainly a good effort there. The cut looks like it is available. Man, his table's not setting up good. It's hard to hit this soft enough to keep the shape to make the 9 in that top left pocket. So I expect to see him hit this pretty hard and go in rail, back out in the middle of the table, shoot the 9 in that top left. But if he hits it, that changes everything. Set him up pretty nice there. Only he knows if his intention was to hit that 9-ball with the cue ball or not. My guess is probably not thinking to hit it, just hit it hard enough to get back to the 9. But it worked out. Little draw, give yourself a better angle on the 10, make the 10 in the same pocket. And that ties the matchup at 4. Nice little out. Good play by both fellas today. We are doing a race to 11. 10 balls a game, live from Doc Penny's Billiards, Hot Springs, Arkansas. This match sponsored by APA Pool Leagues. And the Billiards camera. John Falco, of course, is our league operator here for our local APA league. And Andy Moss is the owner of the Billiards camera, which is providing this live stream today. Always happy to step in and give my input, especially when I can talk about John Falco and he can't hear me. Appreciate you out there watching in Facebook land. You could do us a favor and share this post. Maybe some of your pool playing friends, some potential pool playing friends might watch and help grow the interest of sport of billiards. That was a nice shot. Four ball sitting in this bottom left pocket. 10 ball in the way a little, but I think you can go forward here or draw. Just don't leave it right where it's at. Going forward, I expect to... Oh, he forced it forward. Nicely done. Should still have the angle on the 2. Now the 7's rolled up a little funny. May have to be a 7-9 combo when we get to the 7. But this has the potential to change that a little. Cue ball's going to go between them, of course. Alright, he's on the 5. 6 is in the middle of the table. So yeah, I think what we're looking at right now is what's going to happen with that 7 ball. This 5 ball goes all the way down. A little bit of top English. I expect him to make the 6 in the side pocket. Just rattled out, but rattled out nicely. There's a little left edge of the sliver of the 5 that I think John can see here. So if you can get the speed right on this, it sets up pretty simple for a defense. If he doesn't think he can hit the sliver, we'll have to kick. Ball in hand opportunity here from Andy. Really touchy little shot here. Got to get enough speed to make the 5, but not too much that the cue ball gets out. Yeah, just not what he wanted, but expect to see a defense attempt here. Oh, he's being aggressive. Going for the offensive side of it. Trying for the kick in the side corner. Good shot. And that opened it up. I tend to be very defensive minded and don't always aggressively play. But aggressive play does get rewarded, of course. Makes the nice shot, and might have been another little miscue or something there. I'm not sure what happened. Not the easy of shots. He is going to go for the bank here. Takes out the scratch, which I don't mind with only 3 or 4 balls left on the table. Ten would have gone there. It wouldn't have counted. It would have spotted, and Andy would have had the option to shoot the next shot. With 7 almost caromed off the 10 ball and went in the pocket that was called. Nice little shot there from Andy. Little top right. Going to go to the bottom rail here. A little bit of follow English. Give him an angle on the 9. You want to hit this one soft, you can make the 10 in the bottom side pocket. Or be a little bit aggressive and do a little bit of top right. And you'll have either corner to shoot at for the 10. Trying to hold for the side pocket. Well executed. Finish this out to take a 1-game lead. And center pocket puts up Andy 5-4 over Mr. Falco. At least they're race to 11, 10 ball. Close match here. Really wouldn't expect anything less than this. I don't know how that one didn't go. But at least it rolled over to a good spot there. Few options here from John. You can bank the one back down here to the center. The bottom side pocket. Could play the carom, push the 3 over towards that top left pocket. Could figure out a defense as well. But I expect to see one of those two shots. Well, I suppose there's a 1-6 combo that could happen. Called the 3. So it's either a 3-ball combo or cue ball carom off the 1, which I expect to see. And did push the 3 down that way. Nice effort. Wasn't too friendly on the roll there for Mr. Falco, as Andy's got a nice little slow cut available here in the side pocket. Once again, that's another speed shot. Do you like to just real soft pocket speed and leave yourself on the 2, or do you go ahead and hit it, cue ball down to the end rail and back up to leave the 2? I like to go ahead and hit it. As long as he doesn't get hooked by a ball, he has that 2 in the top left corner. Pocket this ball. We'll have a cut for the 3 in the top left pocket. If he doesn't hit it too hard, boy, he got hit that really nice. Straightened up the angle on the make on this. Four ball is frozen to the 5 here on the bottom, so maybe electing to go for a breakout. Does get the breakout. Now he's got to rely on a nice little nudge and didn't get it. 4 and 5 somehow managed to find their way back together. Four, 5 is not wired anywhere. 4 doesn't carry him off the 5 and go anywhere. 9 ball, so he is using the cue ball to hit the 4. Come down, cue ball will hit the 9 and push it towards the bottom right corner pocket. It'll be a nice shot. He executes. Tough, man. 5 did go off the 8.
I'll risk it.
So Andy did pocket a ball that he did not call. It is an option to John. He's on the 6 ball now, and he's electing to go ahead and, the 4 ball. Of course, we'll go ahead and shoot that. Been a difficult shot for him. He would have given it back, of course. Tough little angle here to get shape on the 7 ball for John. Because the cue ball has to come down towards this bottom side pocket. So we might see a little something here. See if he can get wonderful shape, and he absolutely did. Was hoping for that cue ball not to hit anything. It didn't. I like to see this fast pace. This means you're feeling good. You see the plan laid out. It's just all about execution at this point. We'll roll this 9 ball all the way down table to the bottom left corner. A little bit of top English. Hope to get shape for the 10 ball in the corner. But once again, he hit it, and hit it well. Just too much. We did see about this same shot, bank shot, in the last game. Let's see if he elects to go for that again. Going for the cut in the side. And of course it banked and scratched. 10 ball wood spot there. Andy would have ball in hand with option. John, of course, gives that game to Andy. Puts Andy up in this race to 11, 6-4. We do have another match coming up later this evening. Scheduled for about a 6 p.m. start. Diane Munkus and Penny Patterson will be playing tonight. Race to 11 9-ball. Travis, you need no input in this conversation, sir. He's not allowed to talk about his mother-in-law.
I think I've decided his John's need to modify operator.
A little begging there, and it worked out. 1 ball, last ball moving, fell into the corner pocket, leaves him a bank on the 2 or a defensive effort. Really like the defense here. Try to have this cue ball go forward to this bottom rail, squeeze up there behind the 7 and at the 4 or 6, but looks like he's calling side pocket and staying aggressive. Called the side and got the nice little friendly carom off the 10. This is a cut in the top left corner or a bank in the top right corner. Just going for the make here. Not going to have anything on the 4 next time, as it is the ball right underneath his arm at the moment. Would have just tried to invent a little defense there and didn't even get shape on it, so let John worry with the 4-6 next. I'll talk about defense quite a bit and think about it on every shot, actually. If I can't get out, I am going to try to get ball in hand. Trying for the thin cut on the 3, just missed. So Andy does get ball in hand. See what he does with this 3 to try to break up that 4 and 7 ball mess. Could carom the 3 off the 7, the 3 into that bottom right corner. That's one of his options. But I expect to see him just try to make this 3 in a pocket and have the cue ball go up there and do something. Shoot the 3 in that bottom right corner. A little bit of an angle, quite a bit of top spin on the cue ball. And you want that cue ball to go up there and just mess with the 4, 7. And just kind of hope to get lucky on a leave here. And if you don't get lucky, you just play another defense. Yep. Just a little bit off. Good effort. Move the cue ball that way, and I expect to see a defense here. Calling the 10 ball. Straight power draw, cue ball back into the 10. What a shot. What a shot. That's how you deal with that 4-7 mess. You just think about winning the game. Nicely done there from Andy. Puts him up 7-4, and this race to 11. Oh boy's right, Dusty. But he called it, buddy. What I love about 10 ball. Whether you get fluky making the ball that you called, you do have to call the ball and pocket in 10 ball on every shot. Cue ball just stays out of the side pocket. Did pocket another ball in the other side pocket. 1 ball clean here. 2 ball He either has half a pocket or the 2-9 combo, so setting up okay here to start for him. Oh, thanks, Dusty. Way to clarify. Oh boy is right. Crystal, I agree 100%. Great shot, great call, great execution. 2-9 combo is the call here. Oh, I tried the carom instead. And I kind of understand that because you had a little bit more control of where the 2 and the 9 were going to end up. I mean, the 2 and the cue ball were going to end up. So, just make this ball. You've got the 3 on the side, and then you worry about the rest of your leave. This is not an easy shot. Tough little cut either side, either corner pocket that he likes to go for. Back cut. Pocket's not quite that big, unfortunately. All right, all these balls seem to have a pocket to be able to go. 3 goes in the side. 5 goes in that bottom left corner. I think that's probably going to be the key shot, is from 5 to the 6. He really wants to be straight in on this 5 so he can just shoot a stop shot. Got to get off the 7. And that's the problem with trying to get straight in on the 5. You overdo it a little, and then you can't see the 5. One rail kick looks to be his only option here. Jacked up over the 7. Tough to execute this because any kind of bad English, boy, he hit that really nice. Wow. Andy's starting to make some impressive shots here. So we've got a 6-10 called here. 10 ball in the side pocket. A little short. Andy with a 3-game lead here. Race to 11, 7-4. You feel like this is a very important game for John. Try to stay within a couple games, otherwise you start losing sight of the guy and get so far ahead of you. So I believe he called the 8 ball here. Cue ball carry him off the 6, 8 ball in that top left corner. Shot it very nice. 6 ball will be available to him. That was a nice shot there from John. Balls are laid out. It's just about making your shot now. Long shot across the table. Looks pretty straight, so probably can't do a whole lot of top or anything. Cheat the pocket a little, maybe. Yeah, just chose speed. Probably smart. Back cut on the 7. A little scratchy. Expect to see a little bit of low English to keep it from scratching. Top is scary to me, but that's my personal preference. Little scratchy, but it stayed out. Got a nice leave. 7 didn't go, but it still doesn't without a kick or a bank. Saw Andy pat the pocket there. If he does make this, he will be set up just perfectly for the 9 ball. Oh, miscue again. Miscue again. Got lucky. Did hit the object ball. Ball got to the rail and rolled off nicely. So John will be banking probably into this bottom right pocket. Can't imagine he's going to try to cut this. Yep. Call that bottom right corner pocket. Once again, you make this, you will have a shot on the 9. Just about making the ball. A little long. Gonna roll up good again. They're certainly getting some nice rolls on these misses. Another bank or a thin cut coming. Andy taps that bottom left corner pocket. So the bank. Well, this 7 ball's a key ball on this rack. Looks like he made it. Very nice. A little bit of angle on the 10. I expect to see top English here. Cue ball to that left end rail. Maybe you worry about the bottom side pocket a little bit on the scratch, but other than that, he should be okay and hits it nice. Not horrible. A little power draw here or power top to keep it from scratching in the corner. And that's, once again, that's why I say you probably want to hit that with a little power. You hit it a little truer. So the 10 ball just hangs up. Gives John a game. That's that important game I was talking about. 7-5 seems a whole lot closer than 8-4 on a race to 3.
Right now, it should be placed up my arse.
Friendly banter going on, which was, of course, expected between these two players. Played a lot against each other. Played some doubles together. They both enjoy the game of pool. Enjoy a little healthy competition every now and then. And I would highly suggest that calling them friends is not a stretch. Seven, 5. And that cue ball just hopped right into the pocket, of course. One on the break. Unfortunately, the cue ball also went. One ball to the 2's fine. 3 is in the pocket. Man, not a whole lot to worry with here. Choosing to shoot this 1 ball this way so he can go top English to get the shape on the 2 in the same pocket. The 4 ball is the next ball to shoot after this 3. And it is the ball closest. I'm sorry, 2 ball first, then the 3. I'm thinking on the 3 to 4 transition, the 4 ball is currently the one closest to the cue ball. So I look to see him just kind of baby thin this and make the 4 in that bottom side pocket. So nice little soft shot. May like to go a little aggressive, knock the 6 out of the way and still have the 4. Put that inside English on it to keep it from hitting the 6. Natural shape here, top English. 4 ball inside, cue ball goes down table. Comes back, 6 in the corner. Stop shot leaves him the 7. Seven to the 8. Got a couple options here. Put a little low on this. He is cutting, which helps here. If he hits this soft, he's making the 8 in the bottom right corner. I would call that soft. Not quite enough down to get down there. Probably needed a little bit of left English on that cue ball. It would have turned and got him a better angle on the 8. Kick attempt. Call the 8 ball on that side. Swing and a miss. Ball in hand with 3 balls. Players of these caliber, you highly expect to get out if there's no problems. No balls are tied up, so expect to see John get out here. Not the angle he was looking for. Problem with this shot. Yeah, of course, that bottom left pocket. But the problem with this shot, it is scratchy. So you got to have a lot of low, a lot of top. Looks like he's going low to draw this cue ball back up into that top rail. Keep it from scratching. And went top. I think he was a little nervous about the scratch. That's why I had the overcut there. Hit the ball thin enough that it wasn't going to scratch. Tough little cut shot here. 3/4 of the table. Hit it well. Cue ball got away from him a little. He's going to have a long, straightish kind of shot. But when you're feeling good, this is no problem. Let's see how he's feeling. And dead centered it. So Andy picks up the game that he just gave away. We are doing a race to 11. 8-5 now. Andy keeps the break as we've been doing winter break today. Nice little kiss on the 3 ball for it to go in the bottom right corner pocket. Can see the 1, but it's not an easy make. Be interested to see defensive attempt here or try to invent some little 2-rail bank for the 1 to go somewhere. I mean, you can see enough of the 1, of course, to hit it. I'm just trying to contemplate where can I leave the cue ball to make it difficult for John on the next shot. He did call a defense, so I expect to see that cue ball go to the head rail, come to the left side of the bottom side pocket, and up again like a little Z shot, and try to get back there and hide somewhere behind some of the balls. Cue ball did what he wanted, just didn't get behind anything. One ball is sitting out there, nice and pretty. 2 balls, that uppermost ball you see, a little top spin ought to keep some sort of shape on that too for John here. Maybe a little left English. Tried to turn it back and knock the 8 out of the way. He does have a shot on the 2 ball. Wanted to be a little straighter in on this 4. The back cut does go in the corner, but man, cue ball seems to come straight down table. I don't think he'll scratch here, but it is a little testy. Just didn't quite have his shape. John been a little off today on the speed of the table. Hadn't been here in a while to play. It's been at least a week, maybe longer, since he's been here to play, so these tables are pretty fast. He's been playing other places that don't roll as fast as this. Hasn't adjusted yet. bank attempt there from Andy, just a little short. Nicely done there. Talking about his speed, he certainly found it on that shot. But pulled it too much. Caught, got right in the side pocket there. I think this is another crucial game that needs to go John's way here. 9-5 and a race to 11, difficult to recover from. So Andy's got ball in hand. Got to get the out here. Supposed to. A little too much on that, and then the corner of the side pocket didn't help much either. One rail bank. Need to go ahead and make sure that if you do make this, that you do get shape on the 8. Don't just focus on the 7. You got to focus on the shape just in case you do make it. Not an easy shot. All right, John's got to be feeling good to get back to the table after that. Big game here. Huge difference between 9-5 and 8-6. Huge, huge. Almost a must win here for John. Instead, let's cue ball get away from him. So now we're red hot chili peppers, as he just said. Give it away, give it away. A lot of top here. A lot of follow to get the cue ball down. To get shape on the 9. Added a little off center so you're not worried about following the cue ball into the pocket. And unfortunately, it's straight in on the 9. And maybe has a little angle. Power top, power left. Cue ball's going to go 2 rails. Come out. He caught a little corner of that corner pocket, which didn't help. But he does have the angle he was trying to get there. Yep, just top shot all the way down table. So Mr. Falco with his second chance. Ridge hand has to mess with the side pocket, thin cut. Nothing easy about this. And made it look easy. Nice shot there from John. Staying in this match. Race to 11. 8-6 is the score. Gets the break. We were discussing before this match about whether the 10 should count or not on the break. Well, when you're behind, you really needed it to. So we'll see if that comes back to bite either player that we didn't do 10 on the break. You don't see a 10 on the break very often. But curious to see if it would have made a difference. Two balls on the break. One's going to roll out okay. So a good effort here, good break, and good start to a run. I want to remind everybody that we're playing today Doc Penny's Billiards in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Another match scheduled later on today. Good shot there from John. This is a run potential. About how good you're feeling. Miscue. Miscue. As soon as I say something. We all hate the miscue, but geez, when you're thinking an out, it's really frustrating. Gives the Andy ball in hand with the same open table.
Running the rack that I should have.
You want to come over here and do some commentary instead of
well.
finishing out this match? He did. John coming over here to cut the tension. Our later match, of course, today, Penny Patterson and Diane Monkus, both players in the room now, over warming up. We're going to be starting that one, about 6 o'clock, depending on how long this match may run, but it'll be about 6. We will stop the feed after this match is over, and you get on the Billiards page and like the Billiards page. You can turn on notifications for when we do go live with matches, so you don't have to be sitting there refresh. Just like the page, the Billiards camera, and then turn on notifications. We don't post a whole lot, so we're not going to bombard you with notifications, but it will let you know when we go live and all the matches that we do. Nice cut. Needs to avoid getting behind the 9. Did so as well on that. So 5. The 4 ball to the 6. Cue ball is going to have to go down table. Do not roll behind the 9. He'll have a nice angle on the 6. 8 ball goes in several different pockets. Just probably don't want to get too close to your work, is the only thing you don't want to do here on this 8 ball. And he did not. Gives him some options. A little bit of a back cut. Cue ball will slide up towards that side pocket. That's the only thing he's got to worry about here. Kept it away from there nice. A little draw to get a little bit better angle on the 10. Flirted with the side pocket once again, but got pretty good shape on the 10 to get out this game. And we have a match again. A couple of games back to back for John Falco. Pulls him to win with 1. 8-7 now the score in favor of Andy. We are doing a race to 11. Match been going on an hour and 45 minutes now. I'm going to pause the microphone here. Just wanted to make a clarification. There was nothing talked about having to win by 2. So asked the players and they said no. So first one to 11. Even if it is hill. 11 will be the winning total. Look at that 10 trying to sneak in there. As soon as I talked about it, of course. Did pocket a ball. Can see the 1 ball. Not highly makeable. Zoom back in here for you. I mean, this isn't, I don't think you're thinking about a make here anywhere. I think you're just trying to play a little defense. I mean, the 1 does cut in that to that top right corner. But God, you lose all kinds of control of the cue ball. So trying to do a little safety play, a little defense there. Although the one isn't dead in front of a pocket, man, it may be cuttable on the side. Certainly, it's cuttable all the way down. But not a bad turnout for John Falco. Nothing easy here for Andy. Defense is the call from Andy. Expect to see the one ball on the left side of the table, the cue ball down here on the right side of the table. I'm going to try to sneak it behind the 5 and doesn't quite do it, but does leave the distance. And John is jacked up over the 5 ball. Going to have to deal with the rail a little bit as well. So certainly nothing easy about this shot. I missed the call. I assumed it was the top left pocket, but not real sure what was going on there. I missed something. Ball in hand for Andy. 1 ball's fine, 2 ball is fine, 3 ball has the top corner pocket, top left corner pocket, so it's okay. 4 and 5 down here together. The main issue on this game is if that 8-10 combination goes or not. I don't think there's a whole lot else to worry other than just getting the shape. He's going to go for the 10. 1-8-10 combo right now. So we were wondering about the 8-10 combo anyway. He's adding one more to it. It's a very nice shot. I didn't even see it. Took his time, monitored the table, found the shot, executed. Nice win there from Andy. Makes it 9-7 in this race to 11. Keeps the break with winner break. Couple of early 10s in this game has helped Andy with this 2-game lead. The difference in the match. Dry break. 1 ball can be seen and made, looks like. Table in the way a little. Makes it an odd stance, but no problem for the Mr. John Falco. Hit that nice to keep shape. 2 ball in the same pocket. Getting down to it here, folks. Race to 11. Found the window for the 3. Small little window that he got to nicely. Just got to get away from the 5 here so he can make the 4 in the top side pocket. Here's where he's got to let the cue ball go a little bit. Natural shape on this looks like it's scratchy, so I expect to see some pace on this with a little low or a little top to try to keep the cue ball from scratching. And of course, when you have to add the pace, you got to let the cue ball go a little bit, so it's tougher to get exactly where you want to go. don't think you can pocket speed this and hold the shape on the 5, so a little bit of action expected on this cue ball. Unfortunately, another miscue. Cue ball actually hit the 5 before it hit the 4. Yeah, says he was trying to do a lot of bottom right on that, and he knew he had to do something to not only keep it from scratching, but to be able to get shape on the 5, so it created the miscue there. Oh, he's now saying that because of CrossFit, too many muscles are in his way. Would you like to come over here and discuss your daily workout regimen, why muscles are bad for pool?
And the break too.
Oh, okay. That's why you have to purchase new brake sticks every week, right? Nice shot to get shape on the 5. Gonna have to use the cue ball to knock the 10 out of the way to have the shot on the 6 here. Held it well there. Found the window. Top here to the end rail. Get straighter in on the 7. Stop shot leaves him the 8 ball in the bottom right corner, or back it up a little bit. 8-10 combo ball. Next shot. I would assume he's just going to try a little stop shot here and make the 8 in this bottom right corner. Makes it, holds shape for the 9. Should be okay. A make here pretty much assures that you'll have shot on the 9. A little bit of draw. Cue ball will go up to that top rail. John will be racking in the next rack. Appreciate John coming over here and providing a little commentary on his own match. And the 10 ball was conceded to Andy. Puts Andy on the hill in this race to 11. Andy's up 10-7. All right, Andy on the hill. Race to 11, 10 ball match here between John Falco and Andy Moss. I'll remind you guys that after this match, we do have another match scheduled to start about 6 o'clock, so we're approximately 25 minutes away from that. It may or may not start right at 6. This match could extend into that a little bit, but that is the plan. Both Penny and Diane are here, 2 skill level 3s. Going to be playing a race to 11 in 9 ball later tonight. All right, the dry break has resulted in nothing to see, but there was a push called, obviously. I'm sure Andy will take this. Nicely done to get shape on that too for the side pocket. Three ball, obviously no problem. Looks like the 4 has a window to go in that top left corner as well. So a little bit of a draw here to try to get a little straight in on that 4. And then of course we start talking about shape and we miss the ball. I am guilty of that a lot. I'm not intending to call these players out because we all do it. But that's what happens. You start thinking about perfect shape. Good shot from John. Put a little right English on that to keep it from scratching back here in this side pocket. Now he's got that same line that Andy was trying to get to. Little top here to get the 5 knocked out as well. Excellent job. Not sure he loves the result. Did get it knocked out. Don't know if he called that or was just trying to play the defense. A little bit hard, and John got unlucky that this 1-5 window appeared here. Not very big, but it is there. I think if Andy can make this shot, he'll have a good shot on the 6. And should get out. Okay, he was hooked a little bit. He had to go rail first there, so John did play a nice little defensive shot. Andy did all he could to just get the legal hit. Calling this nice little thin cut into the side pocket. Cue ball sure likes to go in these pockets. Let's see if object balls do. Oh, he hit that good, and it just didn't fall. I don't know if maybe a little bit of softer that lets that fall in or not, but God, he hit that about as good as he could. Little follow here. Make the 7 ball in the same pocket. And once again, that slow cut for Andy has been his nemesis today. I think it's about 4 of those that he's missed. Leaves enough angle here, looks like, to make. Needs some left English for the cue ball to come back, so he'll have a shot on the 7. 7 to the 8 is either a lot of low or a lot of top. Low kind of straightens it up, knocks the 10 out of the way. He'll hit this with a little bit of pace because it's a thin cut, but the cue ball ought to be down to the bottom rail, up to the top rail. Leave him a shot on the 9. No problem. He banked that instead of cutting it. Wow. And it goes in a wrong pocket, which gives Andy option to shoot. Of course, that 9 ball sitting pretty, 10 ball sitting pretty. He'll take it. All right. This is the shot we've been seeing from Andy all day. This back cut. A little worried about scratch. See how good he feels here. And makes it and wins the match. 11-7 is your final. We sure do appreciate John coming down today to get on the live stream. Happened to have a free day from all his APA duties. And we appreciate Andy we appreciate him for jumping in to play the APA. So APA versus the Billiards Camera goes to the Billiards Camera today. We appreciate you guys watching. We want to remind you we're going to have another live stream coming up here in about 15-20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and kill the stream for now, and we'll start a new live stream for that match later on. We appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you listening. Live from Doc Penny's Pool Hall, this has been another live stream match.